She likes to catch up.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Roseanne. What a pleasure to see you.
A handwritten invitation always gets attention from me. Now I'm here. What do you want?
I didn't call first, honey, but I haven't talked to anyone since the party. I just want to know what's going on.
Nothing.
Oh, maybe I should talk to Rosanna.
She's not here.
Jordan,
Not here either.
you're taking care of Cabot by yourself?
What's your point?
Rosanna must trust you very much.
Yes. And that's all we're going to say about that subject.
Paul, you can't dismiss me quite that easily. Cabot was taken from my suite. I want to know what's happening
I
here.
think it's pretty clear what's happening here. James is behind everything that's happened to Cabot in the last few days.
Are you sure about
Yes,
that?
I am. I went to the prison this morning. I asked him myself. He denied it, but he had that telltale gleam in his eye.
Okay, then he has to have a reason. Do you have any idea what it might be?
Same reason he always has. Control. Some perverse obsession with bending people to his will.
James started this by controlling Jordan and Rosanna. And the minute you and your sister became involved, he's gone after you.
No, I'm not listening to this.
To what? My concern for my children?
You trying to scare me away from Rosanna.
You cannot fault me for being concerned about your safety or Jennifer's.
What about Cabot? He's the only one around you who can't seem to take care of himself.
Cabot has parents. He is not your responsibility.
Yes, he is my responsibility. And I'm not going to let anything happen to Cabot.
Do you really mean that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Then you better leave this house and never come back. Because James is punishing Rosanna for moving away from Jordan and taking up with you. Now, you think you may be protecting Rosanna and Cabot, but you're the one putting them in danger.
People have such misconceptions about me. Why do you think I'd want anything from you except your charming company?
I'm not here to play games with you, Mr. Stenbeck. My time is valuable.
Yes, I know. Your net worth is up 11.5%, despite a slump in the European market.
That's information that's readily available from a number of sources.
Yes, and I also know that your VP of production signed off on a safety hazard. Your new hybrid that could have been potentially very dangerous. In the steering mechanism, I do believe. But you caught it before the car hit the assembly line.
Well, you're well informed, so what?
So take advantage of it. Use it. I'm your family. I want to help.
Mr. Stenbeck.
Dad.
I realize that you're aware Jordan and I are planning to have our marriage annulled.
But you seem so happy.
I think you are trying to scare us into changing our mind by showing us that you can take Cabot whenever you want. And I am telling you, it has to stop.
Young lady, you do not tell me anything. And don't ever dream of getting to the arena with me. Because if you do, you will lose. You will lose everything.
Completely restored, because it seems to me that you can't see what's right in front of your face. James wants me to move out. If I leave, he wins.
You have no business being here in the first place. Cabot is not your responsibility.
You know, I would leave it to Jordan if I thought he was up to the job, but he's not. And that leaves me. Now, I will not let James hurt Rosanna or Cabot.
Right. You claim to be worried about Cabot, but it's really Rosanna that you're worried about.
You never learn, do you?
And neither do you.
You know, the entire time that I was with Rose, you did nothing but try and split us up, and here you are, once again, trying to separate me from a woman a woman that I care about, Mom.
I like Rosanna Cabot. But sometimes you have to let people be free in order to keep them safe.
That's enough. You know, I've spent enough of my life, I've spent years of my life trying to make you happy, trying to make everybody else happy. I've blown a lot of opportunities. I made some really bad choices. Mom, I know what I want, and losing is no longer an option.
This is going to end badly, Paul.
Okay.
For you,
Right.
for Rosanna, for Cabot, for Jordan.
Shall I show you to the
for
door, or do you think you
Jennifer?
can see yourself out?
Perhaps we should speak about what's wrong with your marriage. I mean, I'm not a therapist, but there are distractions.
Are you referring to Paul and Jennifer?
No, another man living in the same house while you and Jordan are trying to find your way. I mean, I may be a bit old-fashioned, but that's not a good idea.
What do you want me to do?
Forget about an annulment. Take some responsibility and consummate your marriage.
Jordan is in love with Jennifer. He doesn't want me any more than I want him.
You had his interest once. I'm certain you could get it again.
I would do anything to protect my son, but sleeping with Jordan, I would feel like I was doing it for your amusement.
But he's your husband. He's young. He's handsome. Perhaps you would enjoy it.
No, I won't. On that subject, I think I know myself better than you do.
Please, Rosanna, I did not mean to offend you in any way. But one never knows where the heart will lead them. And I'm sure once you explain to Jordan that you're ready to give yourself...
No, this is not going to work. It's preposterous. Besides, if I do it, Paul will know that I've cut a deal with you.
Now, that's an excellent point. Perhaps you should lure an ally.
An ally?
Yes, an ally. I'd venture to say that Barbara would prefer that Paul and Jennifer find companionship elsewhere. And once you join forces with her, your problem will be solved. And it's for such a good cause.
So if I do that, if I join forces with Barbara, you'll leave Cabot alone?
I'm surprised you'd ask that question. I'm merely a concerned relative offering you the benefit of my experience.
Like Elliot.
Hi.
Hey, you look nice.
Thanks.
Bill let you in?
Yeah. I just brought something over for the birthday boy.
Well, he'll open it as soon as he wakes up.
So how is Cabot feeling, anyway? Rosanna said she thought he might be getting sick.
And news to me. Yeah, you can ask her when she gets back.
You have any idea when that might be?
No, she went to Emma's. I have a feeling it might be a little while.
That's too bad. I really would like to give her a hug. I'm worried about her. I know that getting Cabot back is such a blessing. It just seems to have come with an awful lot of baggage.
Yeah, I'm sure you mean Jordan.
Well, you too.
You don't like the idea of me living here?
Only if it confuses things for my sister, which it seems to have done.
Really nothing to be confused about. I'm here to protect Rosanna and Cabot. Look, I'm part of the reason that Rosanna lost Cabot in the first place. And I will devote the rest of my life to making sure that nothing like that happens to her ever again.
And tell me something, Paul. Does Rosanna have any idea how much you care?
I'm working on it.
Work faster.
Something, but things are only getting worse.
Barbara, you sound so tense. Have you considered a mood enhancer? I'm sure your new lover has access to a prescription pad.
You told me that you would drive Jennifer and Jordan apart. The same with Paul and Rosanna, but Paul is becoming more devoted to Rosanna, and Jennifer and Jordan are heading off on holiday.
Patience, Barbara, patience. Please. Even as we speak, the happy couples are being torn asunder.
Oh, hi, you're back. Just in time for the party. I hope you don't mind. I thought cupcakes would be fun. I bought a cake. But, on the other hand, cupcakes are nice, and Cabot can hold them by himself.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
Well, that's great. That's very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just put them on a plate then.
Okay. Wow, look at that. Of all those presents for Cabot?
Yeah, I know. I went completely overboard.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. I mean, if a father can't spoil his son, who can? I'm sure he'll love them all.
What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
Well, before we left, I thought you were mad at me.
Yes, I was. But when I calmed down enough to think, I realized everything that you have done has been for Cabot.
Well, that's the amazing thing about having a child. They come first.
Yes, I agree.